Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like... Two of the NFL's best starts challenging each other here. Off we go in a Week 4 showdown. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Setting up a throw. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
From the 41. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Throwing off the play fake here. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Hits him on the out route. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
If there's such thing as perfection in the NFL for a quarterback, well, he pretty much achieved it last week. QB rating through the roof. No mistakes, 6 touchdowns. Just a phenomenal day. Hard to replicate. But the consistency and the confidence that can come out of that should endure.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And this one touchdown inside the 30. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. From the 34. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They'll run here on first down. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Dropping back to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
They're throwing it. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, they'll run. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Back to throw now. That's caught for the first. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. They motion the tight end over. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They are throwing it again. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers go up 6-0 here in the 1st. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Now a give on the counter. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's a throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood at midfield. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And the Chargers take possession. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on 1st. Finds his back complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle. That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Second and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first. The Chargers into a nickel set, third down. A give now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And they could really use a good one here. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. They're looking at the entire field in front of them. A long drive ahead, Brock, as they start out very close to their own goal line. It's out, that's a live ball, bouncing near the goal line. Well, props for the recovery, but before he can escape the end zone, he's hauled down. That's a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points, and their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got...
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. On 2nd and 7. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment,
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. They're going play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Trying again following the sack. Finds a man right side. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call.
3rd and 4.
Pass play now. That one's complete over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers will have a first. They'll throw it. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll throw it again. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the...
Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knock so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a man...
And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On now comes their punter. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers likely kicking it here. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punch goes down as a 31-yard effort. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Across his body, and they make the interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. They'll come out throwing. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a high...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but
Previous
the
play
replay
is
official
under
wants to
review.
take another look at this on their own. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. This was a miss-hit, Broncolo, and pretty short. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. 1st and 10, looking to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
They send the tight end in motion. Again to throw now on 2nd and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, you've got a 1st down here. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Throwing it again here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got it near the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They are throwing it again. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He just throws this one away.
That's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. He takes a knee, and that's going to run out the final couple seconds of half number 1. That brings us to halftime. Just a 4-point game thus far. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where it was the Eagles who come away with the home victory. The Eagles looking as good as anybody after 1 month as they run their record to a perfect 4-0.
as always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively. But listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
And Kansas City going to the dime look on 3rd down. We've got 6 DBs out there. Looking to the air here. He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Yeah, this defense is seeing a vulnerable offense right now, an offense that can't protect itself. First and foremost, before you do anything else, you got to make sure you account for everybody. And right now, this defender, well, he's taking this game over.
The Chiefs offense out to take over. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Motioning one of the tight ends. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. Let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. He's going to throw this one. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the puncher, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stops. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 34. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He'll throw it. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
1st and 10 from the 41. Throwing it to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 34-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Chargers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completed over the middle. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take a 3rd quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chargers 14.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chargers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. He throws a bullet deep. Big gain downfield. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers need only one to take the lead. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing now on 1st down. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It is cut left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that second and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to take this up pretty close to that 40-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. From the 41. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Complete out to the right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Sending a tight end in motion left. They'll throw it again. Dumps it off to his running back. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
They are throwing it again. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally.
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3.
Chargers 21.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now looking to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he makes a fair catch well short of midfield. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will start their drive in optimal field position. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll run it from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They give it to him again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. Steps up, and he's running with it. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Looking end zone, the touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They're headed up the middle. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run. And how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Back to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 9-point advantage. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game.
Chargers 21.
The Chiefs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here comes Williams on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing from the gun here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Completed to his running back. Takes out a one-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Yeah, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead.
Chargers 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. His return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. 3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.